Welcome to Whiskey's a Journey. My name is Peter Fasciano. Today is Wednesday. It's time for my segment that I call Sip It or Skip It. If you're new here and you don't know what's going on, I have all of my whiskeys randomized on my phone. I'm going to spin the wheel, whatever it selects. I'm going to pull it off the shelf. I'm going to do a quick review, let you know if I'm going to keep sipping on the bottle until it's gone and replace it because I like it. Or once the bottle's gone, if I don't like it, I'm going to skip buying it and move on to something else. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel and see what we are doing today. All right, it looks like we are doing Knob Creek 18. So this is going to be KC002. This is the second release, the second version, and I think that is the 2022. I think it's the 2023. It's the 2023 release. Let me go ahead and get a glass, grab the bottle, and do a review. All right, so we've got the Knob Creek 002 release. 100 proof. All the information for this is right here, along with all of my tallies, or the tallies of my Sip It or Skip It episodes up to this point. Also, as this is having a little bit of time to air out, just quickly before I get into this, I have a January giveaway happening. I think it's 3 days now until the giveaway is complete for January. All of the rules to that giveaway are in the description below. If you are interested in participating in that, please read through the rules. I can only do U.S. participants only, or people that have United States postal addresses. All right, Knob Creek 18. That is heavily oaked, and it's big time cherry. It's got a pretty good backbone of vanilla and brown sugar as well. I think the 100 proof stings the nose a little bit. And it smells like it's going to be very viscous, and it also smells, because of the oak note, that it's going to be really drying. Yeah, if you have had release 1, 2, or 3, let me know in the comments down below which one is your favorite batch. Typically, I'm not a big fan of old. Actually, I should take that back. I think the Elijah Craig 18 has spoiled me, or tainted my idea of what an old bourbon is, because that is just way over oaked. Actually, I think this has pretty good amounts of oak, spice, and sweetness. Not picking up on the traditional Knob Creek nuttiness or the Jim Beam nuttiness. It's just full of oak, full of cherry, with, again, a very good backbone of brown sugar and vanilla. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing on the palate. Cheers, everyone. Yeah, it hits pretty soft, pretty oaky. Hits the front of the palate with a little bit of a tang. Hits the side of the tongue with that oak. As it's traveling back to the back of the palate, vanilla, brown sugar, and cherry start to escalate. Not very viscous in any way. And it is a very soft finish. But the soft finish is not, it's not a short finish. It's a very soft finish. It has a pillowing feeling on the tongue, and those oak and cherry notes are lingering quite a bit. So long finish, medium to long finish. I guess it would be long, because as I'm sitting here talking, I still have that sensation on the palate. So long finish. Now, that was the first sip. So let me get a second here. Let that kind of sink in. I'm going to take a sip of water really quick, and then we'll get on to the second sip. I had to go grab some more water out in the kitchen. I am shooting these back to back with my Four Roses Final Friday Flight Fight. That's coming out on Friday, and I ran out of water. So on the nose, again, it's very cherry, very oaked. Smells like it's going to be viscous, but on that first sip, it definitely was not. And again, straight through the middle, those traditional bourbon notes. There's a good amount of vanilla and a really good amount of brown sugar. And again, these are new glasses, whiskey glasses. I don't know if they trap the vapors, but I have noticed that the ABV on the nose, they smell a little bit hotter out of these glasses than the Glencairns. So I don't know if that straight edge just directs everything up instead of holding it in the glass like a Glencairn would. If you've had Glencairns and whiskey glasses, let me know which one you prefer. I partnered up with Whiskey in 2025. So if you're interested in barware or glassware, there is a link in the description. If you click on that, I'll get a small commission from a purchase. Yeah, now that I'm smelling this a little bit more, there's a tobacco and a chocolate note that's lingering in the background. It's nothing strong, but it's there. Yeah, it actually smells like a pretty complex pour. There's layers to it. All right, let's go ahead and get that second sip. Oh yeah, on that second sip, that chocolate and tobacco note, along with the oak, the vanilla, brown sugar, is all hitting the palate almost immediately, all at once. But again, the viscosity of an 18-year-old, I thought it would like stick around a little bit more, be a little bit more viscous, saturate every part of the mouth or all parts of the palate, and it really isn't. It's the palate pretty soft, but that finish lingers a lot longer than I would expect it to based on the viscosity. Yeah, all around, it's very enjoyable. So I guess the question is this going to be a sip or a skip? Well, this is $175 in Phoenix, Arizona, and that's where I'm at. If you don't know, I picked this bottle up at Trevor's. If you're ever in the Phoenix area, Trevor's is an exceptional location. They have a little bit of a different offering sometimes that big box stores do. So if you're ever in town, if you are from the Phoenix area and you haven't been to Trevor's yet, definitely get in there. They've got 4 locations, one in a brand new one in Paradise Valley, Scottsdale around the Mayo Clinic. They have one down on McDowell, and then they have one in the Arcadia district. Definitely get in there and see what they have if you're on the hunt for something maybe a little bit different. So on to whether this is going to be a sip or a skip. Probably not going to be a surprise to anybody based on the notes that I was giving. This is definitely going to be a sip. Even at the price that it's at, $175 for an 18-year-old bourbon, I think the experience that you're getting on the palate and on the nose is going to be worth spending that $10 for every age that is on the bottle. I missed out on the first release, but I do have the second and third release, the 2023 and the 2024. As soon as the 2025 hits the shelves, if I can find it, I'm definitely going to be picking up another one. So let me know in the comments down below which camp you're in. Are you a sip on this bottle or are you a skip? That's where I'm going to leave it. So wherever you are at in your journey, I hope you're enjoying it, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.